Well, this morning I got up and built myself a fishing rod drying machine. I had a few of these low RPM 12-volt motors kicking around and pulse width modulated speed control with forward and reverse. So I built this little, I guess you'd call it a bracket, and then using a piece of PVC, and I turned an aluminum adapter for it, then a piece of rubber and a hose clamp, and that gives us a slip chuck. The fishing rod butt just simply goes in the hole, and then a little adjustable stand. I can adjust the rod up and down or level, whichever way I want, depending on how I want the epoxy to flow. Came out pretty cool. Little on-off, forward and reverse switch, and it's variable speed, but we'll show you that first. And go really slow and pretty fast. These little motors make a lot of noise, but I've used them in a ton of projects and they last a long time, surprisingly. Although they sound like we're grinding coffee. And then because the circuit board looked pretty cool, I decided to make a plastic cover for it out of plexiglass. And it's got an LED that, the green LED tells me it's on. The red LED is either counterclockwise or clockwise rotation. That's pretty neat. Gonna get a lot of use, hopefully. Got a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, I guess I got a couple of rods to build. Still working on the fishing pole winding machine. That's a 800 watt 36 volt motor, almost a little over a 1 horsepower. One of the guys on the internet was laughing that I used such a big motor. I told him I just had it hanging around from a project that never got done. I told him, good thing I didn't have a small block Chevy hanging around. I would have used that. This is a 36 volt power supply, 120 volt to 36 volt, and that's the speed controller. This motor would normally be used to motorize a motorcycle or a go-kart, something like that. So it has an on-off switch and forward and reverse. This is all going to get mounted in a cabinet as soon as it gets a little bit warmer so I can use my table saw. I use that outside. It just makes too much mess in the shop here. Because it was designed for use in a go-kart, it came with a gas pedal. I mounted a 1/4 screw through it because that motor is capable of 3,000 RPM, and I just didn't want to have an accident by pushing down too far on the pedal and having it take off. So now I can limit the amount of travel. These are the rod holders I built. They're just about done. I'm going to add springs to these arms so that the downforce is spring pressure. These were actual casters that I bought at Lowe's that I took out of their mount, and I split them in half on the lathe. I think they're going to work out pretty good. I tried it. It works fine. And that's basically what we got going on in the let's build some fishing rod department. Anyways, thanks for watching.